We are live, I believe. I think. I have no idea. I think we're live. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. This is a test, by the way. Oh! To the face. Or the back of the head, whatever that was. Yeah. The main point of this stream, by the way, is to see if my in-game sound works, because I unmuted in my OBS streaming recording software the desktop audio, which was causing people not to be able to hear my game, but my microphone was looping, okay? So now I muted my preview window on my YouTube so that I don't hear myself. I want to see if that rectifies the issue.
Can use this.
So that is the main point of the stream. This isn't like for some epic gameplay. I'd like to think it's good, but you know, only time will tell. It really is just to test out and see how this works, and to get a little bit more comfortable with live streaming, because this is only my second time. This is my first day live streaming. And this is post-game. I should probably put that in the description. It's probably too late for that, isn't it? Actually, let me take a moment. Oh, there we go. Live stream test. Yeah, let me put in brackets. This is post... Come on. Post-game. Sorry, I just wanted to do that so that people know that it's post-game. Hopefully that updates. Yes, it does. Good. That way people know right away if there's spoilers, or if I talk about the story, if I rant on about something else. It won't really matter, right? Because people will have been warned ahead of time. That's, I mean, if anybody even joins the stream to begin with. Earlier, I was lucky there. I had about 50 different people check out my stream. I had about 10 or so people at a time that were watching it, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty nice. Right now, I just want to go for a drive. Actually, we're gonna go see how Boozer's doing. Let's do that. Let's just see how good old Boozer is doing. And I really do hope. I mean, I hope at least one person joins the stream. That would be good, wouldn't it? I'd be able to finally find out if my thing's working. My sound. I do know that when I did a test earlier and I recorded it, or when I uploaded it to YouTube, because it uploads automatically, it seemed to work, but I don't know if during an actual live stream it would be any different. So, that's what I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Then with the settings that I've managed to tweak, I changed a few little things. Actually, one thing on my computer, that'll tell me. Holy cow. What happened there? Oh. We're being naughty.
Bounty.
That kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if there's anybody watching. Whoops, I probably shouldn't attack my bike. It says one viewer, but to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm the viewer. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be me watching myself. So I'm just gonna say hello here in the chat. Hello. Is there anybody out there? Probably not. I'm probably talking to myself, but that's okay. This is just like recording a video. It just so happens to be live. And if people watch, that's great. I tried Rage 2 for a couple of minutes earlier. didn't seem like anybody was interested in that. So I cut the stream after a couple of minutes. I'm already near... Whoops. I'm starting to forget my buttons here. I'm already a few minutes into this live stream, and it doesn't look like anybody wants to watch this. It's weird, because earlier, quite quickly, I had like 5, 6, 7 people watch when I was playing Generation Zero. It could just be that nobody wants to watch this particular game, and that's fine. I was just really hoping to get at least one person so that I can find out, is this working or not? But I do like cruising around in this game. Apparently there's a big kitty. Big kitty cat who wants to play. No, nothing so far? Okay. I just like cruising around, by the way. This is just very casual. Hey, hey, hey. Naughty puppy.
Get in there.
Seriously. Don't be ruining my groove now. As long as they behave and stand still so I can shoot them easily, they won't make me look bad. Wow. Well, it looks like I'm still alone in here. We got a couple of... Something went on over here.
Oh, what the hell? That's worth checking out.
You think? Obviously they're dead. I just wanted to investigate. Oh.
At last.
No, we still got nobody watching. Holy sweet Jesus. No, 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 no. No. How do I jump again? No, that's crouch. Naughty bear. Simmer down, cowboy. Doing a live stream. You don't want to make yourself look like a fool.
Come on.
Now's a good time to walk away. We're gonna chop you down like lumber. There we go. I was gonna say, did anybody see that? I guess not. Oh. Looks like he's on fire there with that red. Must be the reflection. No, I can't loot him. Why does he always look like he's out of breath? Calm down, Deacon St. John. You're doing alright, son. Is this on easy? I'm gonna have to turn it up to at least normal. What? I had it on harder than that. Ah, well, whatever. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. I'm just playing around with this file save anyways. Oh, that kind of sucks. It was fun earlier, though. My first live stream, I gotta admit, that was fun because there was a lot of engaging. There's a lot of people asking me questions. Oh, didn't see you there. I may have to just put on Generation Zero after all, but I really did want to play this game for a few minutes and see how it works out. Hey, hey, hey. You leave my friend alone. Oh! You too. Hey! Oh, right in the neck. That's what happens. You don't be mucking around with us. The mongrels. Yeah, I almost forgot the name there for a second.
Open up.
No, I don't think anybody's going to join this live stream, so I may have to cut it short. It's not doing as well as I was expecting. I was kind of hoping to have 2-3 people maybe check it out. Where's good old Boozer? Where's that one-armed prick? Where did he go? He usually sits around here. Deacon again. Looks like he's all out of breath from riding a motorcycle. Come on, it's really not that cardio intensive. It is kind of funny, eh, how he does that? That's obviously a glitch in the game. Where the hell is Boozer? What time is it? Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. He should be here. He's usually raking the same pile of dirt. I'm actually gonna ask my friend something. Yeah, I'm live streaming right now. I'm not asking you to watch me, but I'm wondering if you can just check out my channel for a second and let me know if it even shows that I'm live. Because earlier it was really easy for me to get 50 people, different people to watch my stream, but right now I have 0. So I don't know if it's because people just don't want to see this game, or I'm somehow not online. Even though it says I am. I'm just kind of curious if I am or not. Friend of mine I've known for a quarter of a century. He's not into this game, but he's going to check out to see if I'm live. Yeah, I still don't understand how come Boozer's not around. And how come he has a flashlight and I don't get one? That's what I want to know. Really?
I can use these.
Well, I guess we're gonna sleep in the bed, or should I go back home and see if Boozer somehow made it there? Because he'll usually squat like right there unless they fixed it. Yeah, okay, let's leave here because nobody wants to watch me run around a garden for a half hour. That's not exactly entertaining. Get on the bike. Is there anybody out there? Well, let me see something. If I go and look at my channel myself, just for a brief moment. View channel. There we go. View channel. Oh, it does say I'm live now. Okay, testing to see. Okay, it's the first thing that shows up. Okay, no problem. I guess it's because nobody wants to see me. That's okay. That happens. Oh, wow, there's someone here. Hello. Days gone on. No looping. Really? But can you hear... Where the hell am I going? It would help if I had a sense of direction, wouldn't it? I want to know if you can hear my game. I think he's watching me for a second. Oh, you're there. There you are. Yep, I can hear you in the gameplay. Oh, nice. So that's the guy that helped me out, Tyler Cameron, for the one other person in the stream. I'm talking as if there's thousands of people watching me. I'm addressing my audience. I couldn't get sound earlier without my microphone looping. That's good. Because I had some big issues for people that don't know who I am. Or that just never seen me before. Wouldn't surprise me. I just live streamed for the first time earlier, and I couldn't get the game sound to work without my microphone causing a constant loop. And I found out the reason why it did that. We found out, along with my friend Tyler here. It's just basically, as I'm recording, right, as I'm live streaming, and it's recording to YouTube, it was re-recording what was playing out of YouTube, right? So that's why I had to mute the preview window for my game. Anyhow, it seems to be working now, so now I know how to live stream. And that's a big thing for me, I guess, if I ever do decide to continue doing these.
It's Deacon.
Yeah, I think people know who I am, thanks. It's Deacon, you know, because I've only been here 10,000 times. These people might all have Alzheimer's and forgot who the hell I was.
Got good shit in stock today.
No, you don't.
How's it going,
You
boss?
told me the
Got
same
fuel?
shit
Need
last week. You ain't got nothing.
Okay. I'll top you off. There. Good as new. Okay.
Okay. Good stuff. Alright.
See you later, Deke.
Oh, the game is really quiet? Really? It's like really quiet? Okay, sorry. No looping. Game is quiet, but it's there. Any news about Days Gone's future content? Not that I have seen. No. I haven't noticed anything yet. I don't think there's been any talk of what's going to be in the DLC. Yeah, because, like, I want to show you an example, because I can't tell, right? Because I can't hear myself. Say I get off the bike and I'm talking and I'm shooting, right? Like, I'm wondering, while I'm talking and shooting, is the game volume so overbearing that it drowns out my voice after doing all those shots? Oh, looks like the puppy wants to join. He wants to join the party. Oh, he didn't make it. Didn't quite make it. It's perfect now. Okay, that's good. Because isn't that a huge pet peeve, right? Sometimes you'll have a person talking to you like, hey guys, how's it going? And then all you can hear is you can't hear a bloody thing they're saying, or the game is, or their voice is too loud and it sounds like they're deep throating the microphone. No, it's good, can hear you over the game, but the game is still loud. Okay, good, that's good. Because again, finding that perfect balance, right, is, I mean, it's kind of hard. But it's the same settings that I have as when I'm actually recording and uploading to YouTube, so there shouldn't be any issues. To the person who asked me how I got that much credits, I'm not gonna lie. I actually had someone unsubscribe from my channel and give me a thumbs down on my Days Gone video, because I use an online service called PS4 Save Wizard, and you upload your save online. You pay for it. It's a service. It's a one-time $60 Canadian fee, and you can edit almost any game in the world. So if we look at my inventory and you look at the bottom left, you'll see that I have a couple of items to spare. And I beat the game legit, like I need to explain myself to anybody. And I had fun. I completed it 100% on my own. Good for me, because that makes me special. So as you can see, everything's 100%. I did all this legit. And after the game was done, I figured, you know what? Let's spicing it up a little bit. Let's do like a bunch of ammo. Let's do like infinite health. You know, infinite scraps pretty much. I can turn all of that off anytime I want anyways, right? I just wanted to have some fun. Just kind of explore the game. Yeah, you don't need to repeat my name again. So anyhow, I was looking for Boozer because there's been a new update and he's usually at the farm, squatting on an invisible chair. There's that one-armed bastard. So Boozer is in fact there. Yeah. Not that that's exciting or anything, but don't forget this is post-game, so if you don't want any spoilers, definitely don't listen. But, yeah, so as you can see, he's still alive, he's still there. But for some reason, Deacon, calm down. He looks like he's gonna hyperventilate or something. But Sarah and some of the other predominant characters in the game, they're just not there. I just don't know what they did with those characters. So it's been kind of interesting why they did that. Sorry, I'm just going to fast forward the time here so it's not so dark.
Oh, I'm just going to close my eyes for a bit.
Alright, pick it up there, Deacon. There's people watching. We'll skip through the night so that we can see during the day. Although I gotta admit, for a video game where you play at nighttime, you can actually see quite clearly, so I do like that.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like she disappeared, right? And I'm kind of like OCD like that. Like, I get really attached to... You would think with all that sleep there, Deacon, you'd be able to straighten your back a little bit more and kind of get with it there. But I do get it, you get involved, you get attached to the story and the characters. And Abby, the nurse, she was another fairly, popular character. And she's gone. And I mean, when you finish the game and Sarah's all like, oh, hey, let's go back and I'm so happy to see you now. Now that she's happy to see me, she's nowhere to be found. But every other nobody is still here. So I just thought that was kind of like an oversight. Like, at least have Sarah, I don't know, hanging out somewhere. Maybe with Ricky. I thought it was interesting. I mean, she's still there. She's not my wife. Although he's kind of looking like he wants to slug her in the face there, but that's a glitch on the character animation that hasn't been addressed yet, because he's not supposed to look like he's about to turn into a zombie, and I don't know, might need to take an Ativan or something like that. Need to calm down there, Deacon. But anyways, the main point of this stream, to be honest, wasn't to have the most exciting gameplay per se. It was just to kind of cruise around, watch some of the dynamic events that can still happen post-game. And honestly, the number one thing was to make sure that this shit actually even works. Because like I said earlier, it wasn't working. There was no sound, and it was kind of frustrating, so... Okay, maybe it's connected to a future story. Yeah, but why hide her, though? That's the thing. I couldn't see Sarah either after finishing the game. They're not there because it's a setup to the sequel. Yeah, probably. I kind of figured that, too, but I'm just, like, really weird. Like, why not have Sarah hang out by the camp, by the cabin? Maybe she's by the dock. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of thought it would have been nice to have her hang around. Even if she doesn't say anything. I mean, all the other NPCs are like, hey, Deacon, how's it going, Deacon? How you holding up, Deacon? Meanwhile, my wife, the person you'd been looking for 2 years during the story, we finally find her, bring her back home, and now she's gone again. So it's like, are you kidding me? So that was basically my gripe with that. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of cruising around. I'm not really doing anything super special. This is maybe for people that haven't played the game, or they've played the game, I don't know, and they're curious as to how it works offline. Post-game. How the game runs maybe after all those patches. And I like it a lot. There's still a lot of dynamic events. There's still a lot of snipers that can choose to take you out. Son of a bitch. Hey. I'm trying to gas up.
Damn it.
Some people have no respect. Oh! Oh, right in the skull. Oh! There you go. The extra swing just in case he decided to try to get up. That was a warning shot. That's always my joke. If I missed, the first shot was just a warning shot. I didn't miss. I gave him a chance to take cover, and he still decided to fuck around. So that's what he gets. All these lives wasted because they just wouldn't let me fill my tank. Yeah, Last of Us was an amazing story. After you cleared out all the hordes, can there be new ones, or will they do that in a future update? Yeah, so that's a really good question. I actually don't know, because I don't think they know, because they haven't addressed that. I'm sure they've heard a lot of people talk about it. But for now, they don't respawn the horde. Like, I've cleared them all out for like a long time now, and they're not there. Now, you can still get swarms though, right? So you'll get something that's almost like a horde, if you will. It's kind of like a mini horde. You'll just get a swarm of zombies. That's really the best way to say it, or freakers, whatever. But in terms of actual, like, psychotically sized hordes, no.
Deer crossing. Well, guess you don't have to be worried about traffic no more, do you?
Oh, see, I got distracted there. Took the wrong side of the road. But yeah, horde would absolutely... how can I say this? If any of you people have ever played a game like a Far Cry or something like that, where you can reset the outposts if you want, return them to their hostile state. See, this is cool.
Wait,
for...
Drifters, crap, somebody's trapped. I gotta help.
See, that was cool.
Help! Help!
Oh!
Yo!
Okay, calm down. You're acting like a psycho.
Please! Yo!
Zip it, or I'll take you out myself.
Hey, it's okay.
Anyhow, as you can see, post-game, this kind of stuff can still happen, so that's kind of cool.
Camp? What camp? Show me. Where?
I'm gonna send you off the cliff if you don't zip it. I'll send you to, like it matters where I send you
At the
anyways.
Lost Lake, ask for Ricky Patel. She'll take you in.
I was a goner. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Okay, that's great. I'm trying to stream. People want to listen to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that's great.
Thank you.
Don't make me regret it.
Tell him it was Deacon.
And then just like Houdini, you
Head
turn
down,
around and
run.
somehow he just vanished. He teleported. So those are some of the little side things that can happen, and those will happen indefinitely. So if you're someone that's looking for... No, I don't think I found any Easter eggs. So if you're someone who's really big on open world games and you're looking for just cruising around and you want random things to happen indefinitely, ambushes that'll never stop even though you've cleared out all the ambush camps, this is the kind of game probably for you, right? All those hostages, like the one we just saw there, that'll happen forever, constantly. It never ends. And that's kind of the beauty about this game. So when they come up with the harder difficulty, and you beat the game, and you're not cheating, like I am with infinite life and all that, it'll really add a sense of tension, because you'll have no HUD, it'll be true survival. And the game just never ends, like I said. The zombies don't disappear. Okay, calm down. I know you're trying to get your 2 minutes of fame, but you're not gonna get it on my watch. So the game does run a lot better now that it's had quite a few patches. I'm not too sure where to find some of those Easter eggs, by the way. I haven't looked them up online. I have cruised around quite a bit, but I haven't bothered looking them up online to see where they are. The rendering, though, is still a little bit poor. I hope that they can fix that, where things kind of like pop up at the last second. I wish they would render it,
That's it.
Oh. You're going down. When you think about it, these little newts, they're little kids. If you really think about it for a minute, in video games, with everything being politically correct, I'm actually surprised that they allowed this, right? Because I'm surprised there hasn't been an outcry on that. Because even games like Grand Theft Auto or anything like that, even games of that caliber, there's not a chance in hell you'd be able to kill kids in a video game. Jeeves, DS, have you found any hidden Easter eggs in the game? Oh, there's another random event. Kind of curious to know. I mean, they're pretty much always the same thing, but it adds life to the game, is all I'm saying. To me, that's a huge thing. You have, like, what's the equivalent in Grand Theft Auto 5, speaking of which? It's like Strangers and Freaks. Well, as far as I'm concerned, once those are done, it's done. You can't ever, like, do those random encounters again. Whereas in this one, it's basically, like, infinite. It never ends. Well, PETA wouldn't be too happy with me right now, but the puppy's gotta go down. Come on. Making me look bad. No, you're supposed to stay down after you get whacked in the face with an axe. Oh, too slow. Oh, he lost his head. You want to be a hero? Yeah, you're going to regret it, because you'll lose your head too. I guess he kept it. Alright. I'm going to go to the very first encampment, simply because that's where I'm going to go to fuel back up. Yeah, I wish the freaker nests and everything would respawn, or that you could choose to reset them, like once you actually completed the game. It's all about options, right? That way if you don't want them to come back, then you don't have to have them come back. But yeah, I gotta say, in terms of frame dips, it is doing a lot better. They just need to polish up the performance with the rendering, especially the rocks. Sometimes you'll see mountains as you drive towards them, and it looks like they're moving, like they're coming alive as they're rendering in. But overall, though, it's still a pretty nice looking game, and it definitely runs a lot better now. It's the way it is now, the way it should have been day one, because this game went gold a couple of months ago. And I'm thinking, did the devs and nobody else play the game? You know what I mean? Because it was quite apparent that there was an absolute crap ton of bugs that were riddled throughout the game, so I was surprised no one had caught them. Yes, you can upgrade your bike. Yeah. You absolutely can. As the game progresses, off the top of my head, you can get... What happened there? Oh, I must have touched the touchpad by accident. You can upgrade, like, your suspension, the engine, your brakes, the tires, your gas tank, so that you can actually go further distances. So yeah, this bike is now fully upgraded. So it's got like the grid, you know, over the wheel, so I could take a lot more damage. The chassis, or whatever you want to call it, is upgraded as well. So this is it, pretty much like fully upgraded. You can also change the paint job. So like mine's kind of like a silver shimmer, and you could see the body is kind of like a whitish chrome. You can change that to multiple different types of colors as well. It's kind of funny they haven't... Yeah, it's pretty neat that they did that. Because in the beginning, I mean, let's be honest, it is a little bit annoying because you run out of gas so easily. But then it just comes to a point where that's not even an issue anymore. Like, you can drive to your heart's content, you know what I mean? And you can really have a good time. And repairing your bike, too, if you're not familiar with it, it can take a decent beating. And normally you're only able to carry around 30 scraps, and it only takes about 3 or 4 to fully repair your bike, if I'm not mistaken, from when it's like pretty much really damaged. So it's not too terrible. Alright, seriously, get out of the way. Fat Rambo, have you purchased the game, or were you thinking of buying this game at some point? Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, this is post-game. Let's be honest, it is a little boring in terms of for a stream, because we're not like doing anything story related or anything like that. But I wanted to really test out to make sure that the sound works, and like I said, we've established that it does work now. So now that that's out of the way, I kind of figured I would play just a little bit so people can see how it performs. And I still don't have the off-road tires. I slide everywhere in the rain, mud, and snow 24/7 drifting. Yeah, as you can see with me now, I'm in the rain, and I got the best tires, and it's, you know, it's good. I mean, I drift, but I don't, like, I'm not fishtailing all over the place. I just thought this game would have... Come on. I just thought this game would have been a decent choice for me to test out. Oh. You see what happened there? I just blue screened. Well, that's not fun. No updates? No. Alright then. Well, I'll just go back in, and hopefully it auto-saved at some point not long ago, because that's kind of annoying. Yep. So, you come here often? I hate when games crash. It just gets under my skin. This game doesn't crash actually, this is the first crash I've had in quite a long time. This game actually used to just full out shut off my PS4. So, no. No, you see, make a long story short, first off, I don't have a lot of money. I have about close to 6 gigabytes of, or sorry, terabytes, terabytes of games. So my 2 terabyte internal is like a standard hard drive, and it's pretty much full of all my top favorite games. And then I have a portable pocket USB external hard drive, and it holds the other like 3.5 terabytes of games that I have. And I was thinking of getting an SSD, but the SSD that I would want, it would be too much money. It would be about $800 Canadian, about 650 American dollars, depending on what part of the world you come from. Because I would like to have a 4 terabyte comfortably inside my PS4 Pro. But unless I'm willing to like cut the body and the cage and all that, I'm not really willing to do that. Yeah, so I'm thinking of getting 345. Oh, good. So it did autosave not long ago. So like I said, I was going to get an SSD, but they're just a lot of money. They're the only size hard drive that'll fit inside PS4 Pro, sorry, was the point I was trying to get at. Because 2 terabyte is the biggest standard size that you can get in, right? Because otherwise they're too thick, right? For people that may not know. It'll still be the same length and width. It's still a laptop hard drive, but it definitely won't fit in your PS4. That's one thing I'm grateful for. I have yet to crash, right? Frame rate issues towards the end is the only real issues I've run across. Are you on PS4 Pro or Standard? Well, and yeah, so like I just said a second ago, I know there's a 5-second delay there from when I talk and you actually hear me. Clear out those nests. What? 0 of 6? Is that a glitch? No, I've cleared out all the infestations. That was weird. For a second it said 0 of 6. Anyhow, I'm just kind of messing around. I'm not even really doing anything productive because I mean, I've pretty much 100% at the game. So you're on Pro as well? Yeah. I do find the performance is a lot better. But in case the person missed out on the external hard drive, yeah, so I do have an external hard drive. I don't know that I would do an external SSD though, if that's what you were implying. Now that the PS5 is going to be coming out, slated for potentially November of 2020, they're going to have a custom SSD on there, but because I have so many games, I fear that it's only going to be a 1 terabyte SSD. It's going to be like so small, and I'm probably going to have to replace it. So I've actually thought of getting a 4 terabyte SSD, putting it inside my PS4 Pro, being broke and only eating for 2 weeks out of this month. And basically when the PS5 comes out, then I would already be set, right? Because I would already have my my SSD. Even though they say theirs is a custom SSD. An SSD's an SSD. They're pretty damn fast. Who knows, maybe the PS5 will physically be bigger and you'll be able to put a standard hard drive in, but that would be kind of dumb because the whole point is the whole seamless, no loading times, if you people are aware. It's like 0.8 seconds loading time for Spider-Man versus like 15 or 20 seconds or whatever it was on a PS4 Pro, so that's a psychotic difference.
Are you ready to do some streaming?
Hey, simmer down. Yeah, so it seems to be running fine. Like I said, the pop-ins, I mean, they're there, but it's pretty decent. It seems like the frame rate is a lot more stable than before, but the rendering of the rocks are still kind of terrible. I can never seem to get to these question marks on time.
God damn it.
Smashing into a tree wouldn't help either.
What the hell happened here? Wonder if they left anything worth the effort.
Jesus.
Might be useful. Yep.
No, not on the bike. I was trying to pick up the... Oh, there we go. I did get to it in time. So these will go on indefinitely forever, right? Like in terms of looking for clues and stuff like that if you get to the area on time. And then loot always respawns, so that's good. Otherwise you'd be completely screwed. Well, I guess there wasn't anything going on here after all. I just really enjoy, like, literally just kind of cruising around and see what sort of random thing happens. But I mean, there's no denying that once you beat the game and you 100% everything, I mean, that's like that with any game, right? It'll lose a lot of its hype, of course. That's just kind of normal, no matter how good a game is. I mean, I haven't played, what, like, let's say Red Dead Redemption in like a couple of months, and that's a fantastic game. Beat the story and everything, but, you know, then a new game comes out, and you play that one, you finish it, then by the time you finish it, another game comes out. all of a sudden it's snowing. Or snowy. Yeah, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to make this stream, to be honest. It was mainly just to test the sound. That was, like, by far the most critical thing. And now that I know that this works and I know how to make it work, I may be able to sometimes stream a game here and there. Especially if it's one that I didn't finish the game, so that there's still, like, something actively going on. Whereas with this game, I hadn't played it in like a couple of weeks, so I was kind of missing just checking it out and seeing how good the new patch was, and that was pretty much it, really. It was a game I knew I could play without having to focus on it, right? Whereas like Generation Zero is still a game I feel like I really have to focus on what I'm doing. It's generally nighttime, you can't skip, you know, the days. Yeah, so Death Stranding, I haven't looked into in quite a while. I briefly looked into it a couple of months ago, and from what I had seen, it looked really interesting. But I'll be honest, right now, I don't remember anything about it. I just remember that when I looked into it, it looked really cool. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so I don't stream often. If you missed that part earlier, this is the first day ever I stream. It was just something I wanted to test out. I don't claim to be, you know, entertaining or whatever. There's already so many live streamers in the world that do video games that are like millionaires and super successful and established. The main point was I just wanted to dip into it because I've been on YouTube for 13 years. I mean, the couple of people that are in the stream, the 3 people, you might already know this. But I've been on YouTube for 13 years, and I never really posted anything. And then I just decided to post around when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and then I went from like 3 subs to like a couple hundred subs, and I was like, holy cow, a couple of hundred. And then within 7 months, now I hit like 1,020 almost. I just hit 1,000 yesterday. And then that's what prompted me to be like, son of a bitch! Well, that lag didn't help. It kind of just made me go, you know what, let's just try the live stream. Let's just try it, see what happens. Am I getting too stressed out because it's live in the moment, and if you make mistakes, people are going to see them? Am I just going to be sitting there going, and not know what to talk about? I just didn't know how it was going to work out, right? Oh, no problem. Yeah, I posted a lot of videos on Generation Zero. And it's such a hard game to talk about. I'm actually tempted to, Wow, some people are... I don't know what's going on there. I am tempted to play a little bit more Generation Zero. No, you just sit there. Don't make me look bad. Because that, I still have some unfinished business with that game, right? There's still missions that I haven't completed. The game is so buggy in terms of the mission progression and how you're supposed to find the next location of where you're supposed to go, that it was just too hard to do a continuous Let's Play of Generation Zero, or like a walkthrough of all the missions, right? So I kind of gave up doing that, and it was just sort of like, oh, here's a fast travel point, here's a safe house, you know? It was just I almost forgot I had Nitro. It was just kind of do the fast travel points, where can you get a gold weapon, but yeah. It's probably one of the most difficult games I've ever recorded, Generation Zero, in terms of trying to get a non-convoluted video out to share with people how to do certain things. Hey. Oh.
Down you go.
Well, you should be worrying about me too. It's like, what am I, chopped liver? And you just lost your arm. So again, just that little random encounter in Days Gone, I kind of like that. The whole dynamic feel of those random events. To me, that's huge for replay value, even though it's not like much of a challenge. It's on normal. and my character's like super leveled up or whatever in stats, it's still fun.
More scrap.
I'll probably redo the game on hard at some point. I don't even know what to do now. I've already been... Oh, I'm already gonna have to go in a couple of minutes. How long? I've already been doing this for an hour again. Man, time flies by when you're live streaming. And it's just been me riding a bike and talking about how my sound didn't work. That's gonna do well on my channel. No, but I really did feel that it was important to do this video. This showed me now that my theory was correct with my friend Tyler there that told me about making sure to mute the YouTube preview volume. Yeah, so I am gonna have to end the stream in just a minute. I don't get a lot of time to work on my channel, but when I do have free time, I usually spend it just doing YouTube. And it's mainly recording, it's not usually live streaming. But if I see that I do decently, you know, here and there, and a couple people like it, you know, I'll probably do a couple more, see how it goes. This section I wanted to come to because it used to lag really bad for some reason. It seems to be pretty decent. Inside this compound was actually really, really bad for frame dips. So it's going to be interesting to see if this location has improved in performance. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's why I came here. Well, not because of you, but because I was also curious for myself. This was like a nasty spot. Let me save my game really quick. Do a hard save. But yeah, just like running around. Seems to be good. Do you know what I mean, though, with the character? How he's all like, yeah, I'm ready to turn into a werewolf. That's not like him normally. That's definitely a glitch.
Believe it or not, one of the first girls they allowed in.
The gas station outside. I don't remember there being a gas station outside.
I think you're scaring them away by talking, so, you know, don't.
Glenn Russell. Oh yeah, no jobs available, obviously. I finished the game, there's no jobs for nothing.
I got the gate.
Well, move out of the way or I'll bump you in the gate. Whoa. Oh, this gas station. Wow. Screamer, that was kind of expected. Oh. Hey, hey. Oh, he lost his head. Wow. Yeah, seems to definitely be improved. I remember this area quite well. And it was not good for performance.
Let's see what I can do.
See, that only took 2 scraps out of my, you know, handful of scraps that I got. Yeah, so I think I am going to end it here. Like I said, I'm going on 55 minutes. This was just basically for a sound test, really. Like I keep repeating myself, but I'm going to have to think about what other games I could potentially do. Maybe Generation Zero, only because it's still a game I haven't finished. It's still a game that I want to get to the end. I still enjoy it enough that I want to know what happens the day that I finally complete all the missions. No, not that weapon. But it is a lot harder to finish Generation Zero because it doesn't exactly tell you where you have to go all the time. But yeah, so I'm going to end the stream. And I will be back. I mean, I'll still be around, but I just won't be able to live stream. And then I'm going to have to figure out what game I should live stream next in my library. Because I was thinking of maybe doing Rage 2. I did Rage 2 earlier, but nobody joined the stream. So I kind of figured, well, you know, after 5 or 10 minutes, nobody wanted to watch it. I was like, okay, that's cool. I was just hoping one person was going to watch it, right? So I could check it out. So it was either like Rage 2, Generation Zero. I was thinking of either doing that or maybe American Fugitive. That's kind of a really cool game that I like. And the last game I was thinking was My Time at Porsche. That's a really interesting game that I really do enjoy. All the other ones, I've pretty much finished them all, so there's like not much. I've already done a bunch of videos on Resident Evil 2. So like recapping with my games, all these games I've pretty much finished them all. So there's not a lot of live streaming potential games that I can see. Yeah, I've beat... Hitman 2 can always be fun, because that's quite a dynamic game. But then driving, open world, yeah, I've pretty much beaten all these games. There wouldn't be much point to live streaming any of these unless I were to like restart. Yeah, I've pretty much completed them all. Ark never ends, so that's always a potential, but I haven't played that one in a while. So it'd probably be, realistically, between Rage 2, Generation Zero, and maybe some American Fugitive. Maybe those, like, 3 games are games I'll consider for live streaming. That'll kind of depend. Once my channel gets monetized, I'll be able to post sort of like on a page of some sort, and I'll be able to like chat with people without posting a video. Maybe I can just post, hey, you know, the games that I have, what one do you think I should try to live stream just for the hell of it, just to kind of see which one it should be. I might do some World of Warcraft too. That's a bit more of an exclusive kind of game that I don't play too often because I usually can't afford to sub to the game. But who knows? We'll have to see. So for the people that, you know, that watched, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to end it now. And if you want, always feel free to contact me on Twitter. Whatever. I do chat on there quite a bit. And we'll go from there. And I'll see which game I should do next. So I shall see you all next time. Thanks for stopping by. For sure. Now I have to figure out... Oh, there's the end stream button. I was like, how do I end this thing? Can't even find my stupid mouse. There we go.